Happy Friday!
It is Friday.
We're always good on Friday.
Yes, Fridays are like my favorite day.
Yes, it's my absolute favorite day. Also, it's ham-breaded catfish day.
That's right.
Yes, and
like
some
that.
sweet slaw going along with that. Delicious.
Absolutely. We've got a few caterings today.
Yes, we sure do. What a blessing. Breakfast catering and a lunch catering and their drop-offs, and everybody gets back to work, and it's wonderful.
I agree.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We're truly blessed by that.
We are. Okay, so the other day we talked about like the beginning of the cast iron grill.
Mm-hmm.
And today I want to talk about like what are some of Teresa's favorite moments, favorite memories from the cast iron grill.
Wow.
So you may have to go way back into your memory bank.
Yeah.
But give me like your top few of them.
There's too many. We don't have time for all of them. I am blessed to be able to see a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't see, talking to customers, and the things that they share with me. Stupid stuff that I have done. Hiding in the ice machine when we were deep cleaning it.
Plenty of stupid things.
Yes. Hiding in the ice machine, cleaned out, door shut, and y'all have one of our kitchen guys go and open it. And I jump out at him.
You scared him to death.
Scream like a little girl.
I think we still have that video.
We do have that video, I believe.
We
Yes.
need to get Branham, our chief editor, to
Yeah.
figure out a way to insert that.
Yeah, so funny stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hiding in refrigerators, freezers, just scaring people. We had a baby monitor in a room, and while the girls were cleaning, their faces, it was really, really funny. I mean, so we've done some really stupid, crazy stuff over there just to entertain ourselves.
Yes.
Never forget at the other place, one of the cooks and I decided we were going to have a pie box making contest. And what he didn't know is I already had mine made. And so, surprised him with how quick I can get it done. And he's like, there's no way. Well, of course there wasn't. I just already had mine all completely put together. So stupid stuff like that.
You were working smarter, not harder.
Absolute cross that hangs in my faith room. It's a really large one. And, so many people around here know that my mom died of breast cancer back in '89. And so a lot of our regulars have been on that breast cancer journey. And me experiencing it with my mom firsthand, we just kind of have kindred spirit.
Right.
And I'll never forget when one of my precious regulars, Donna Ford, she was going through her breast cancer journey. And the faith room was full of crosses. And I guess every single cross down there, except for maybe 2, have been given to me over the years. People bringing them to me. They're special to them, and they give them to the cast iron grill. And she brought me a huge pink wooden cross when she became cancer-free. And wrote a Bible verse on the back and her story. And, those things right there are priceless to me.
Yeah.
Just being able to share, that people do share with me.
Yeah.
We have a saying that goes across our wall, and it's, see how beautiful God has given you one more day. Not just because you need it, but someone may need you.
Right.
And I remember 3 days before we opened, we had it put up there, and I sat on the bar and I looked at it because it had been on another board at the old restaurant for a long time, but just on like a little whiteboard.
Yeah, but you have it on the wall.
Oh yeah,
it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And so many people walk in and read that saying that goes across our wall. And one day during lunch, I was leaving from the kitchen back up to the front door, and there was a group of college students sitting at table 41, and the young college kid kind of pulled his chair out a little bit, kind of scooted it out so it was in my way. So I stopped and I said, "Hey fellas, how you doing?" And he said, "Ma'am, what that wall says up there?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, last night, I didn't want to live. And it was a really rough night, and I was fighting a lot of battles and a lot of demons, and thought about taking my own life last night. And I come in here today and I see that, and I was supposed to be here today. And I'm supposed to be here. And so, wow, I mean, I get, it's just truly amazing that the things that go on in here that people wouldn't think that happens in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And happens here quite a bit.
No, that's the, we used to, back before we were as busy as we are.
Yeah.
We didn't make much money, but man, we got to share and be involved in people's lives emotionally, and that was good stuff. I mean, I think we did it a lot. We kept going strong because of that.
Right.
I mean,
It was relationship building.
yeah, and they pushed us to be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about the beginning of the Cast Iron Grill, and we kind of mentioned about the move over to here. And when we found this building, we had a shoe shine guy named Johnny, and he was a pastor, and he had a pastor also that was part of his church. And so, the Cast Iron Grill crew members at that time, and Johnny and our family came into this building before we ever started remodeling it, and all stood together in a circle, and we prayed over this building.
Yep.
That the Lord would bless us, and that the Lord would bless every single person that walked through the door, and every Cast Iron Grill crew member. And that's truly one of my favorite memories, because we were laying it all at God's feet and saying, here you go. We don't know what's going to happen, but we could fall flat on our face.
Definitely.
But we were giving it to him. And so that's one of my favorite memories. We have a wall that goes around our dining room of license plates. And, our precious friend Dennis, when we first opened, gave us a bunch of his own personal license plates to hang up.
Yeah, he had collected them over the years.
He had collected them over the years. Wow, we never knew what a license plate does to someone on a wall, what it means to people. We now have people mail us their license plate from all over the place. They'll travel through here and see the license plates, and then they'll mail it. Or they'll say, hey, do you have Hawaii? Or do you have Maryland? Or do you have, it's, people are really interested in the collection of license plates that we have.
They want to be a part.
Yes, they want to be a part. We had a young, when I say young, Mylanta, he was in his, middle 20s, late 20s. He brought me a Texas truck license plate. I think it says like a 61 or something down there on there. And he asked me if I would hang it to where he saw it when he came in to eat breakfast, because it was his grandfather's license plate off of his old 61 truck. And so he had the best memories of that truck. So when he sat there at breakfast, he could remember the great memories with his grandfather. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
You can't even write about that stuff.
Right.
It's just almost like you make it up, and it's not a made up. License plates down there.
Yeah.
But just stuff like that, it's so heart touching that people don't get to see that's the kind of stuff that goes on at the Cast Iron Grill all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's amazing. And you got more? You got more?
Oh gosh.
The boots. We got to talk about the boots.
Okay, so our slogan for our restaurant and on the back of all of our shirts is it's all about the boots, pies, and chicken fries. And obviously the pies, you know what that means, you know what the chicken fry means. Well, all of our girls wear cowboy boots, but it's really not even about their boots. It's about the boots that hang in our rafters in our restaurants. People bring their boots, memories and they tell me what they want me to put on the bottom of them. Some have Bible verses. So one, and if I can get through this story without tearing up, that'll be fantastic. But we have all these boots and people's names, and some of them, most of them have passed away, so they have their birth date and the date that they passed, or whatever. And one day I'm walking up to the podium, and there's a pair of little pink boots. And they're not little, they're women's boots, but they're smaller than what I have hanging up. And they have holes in them. And
In the soles?
In the soles. And what they wanted me to write on the bottom of those boots, so when you look up to the ceiling, you see what's on the bottom of all these boots, is how it works. And what they wanted me to put on these boots is God's love never wears out.
God's love never wears out.
Yeah. Because they were so worn.
Yeah.
So they're hanging out.
No.
And so there are people memories hanging. I've had, there's a pair of boots at the end of my bar, and their family has come and ate lunch underneath their daddy's boots. And so, yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing. We have people's memories hanging all over the place. And that's an honor. So I've got about 7 pairs of boots I need to hang right now.
Well, I think we need to get that done this
We do
weekend.
need to get that done. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's just a pretty special thing.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could sit here and listen to this all day long. And maybe we'll have part 2 another
Maybe
day.
so.
Maybe. Because there's so much more, and we can't get it all in one video.
No.
So we'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Thanks for spending your Friday.
Absolutely. Happy Friday, y'all.
Listen to the Cast Iron Grill.
Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Y'all hit that button. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed day. Deuces.